Hello all, how are we? We doing good? I hope we're doing good. Welcome back to Virtually Crack the Show Open Digital Packs. Today, you guessed it, we're cracking digital packs. I don't know how you guessed that, you must be a mind reader. Well, if you are a mind reader, tell me what's in this pack before I even open it. That would be impressive because I've already opened it by the time you're watching this video. I don't know what's going on with my brain today, but at least we have Bruxish. Anyway, Cosmo M and Rare Candy, so cool. Alright. Look, I don't know either. My brain's just like this right now. I couldn't tell you why. It's a mystery to us all. We do have a chancy pick. Given how long the fights tend to take, I should probably check this now. I'm gonna do the wonder pick first, the bonus pick, sorry. The bonus pick first. Because if we can get the Cosmog here, then I don't need to care about that wonder pick. The rare pick, top middle. Hey, we got there. Alright. That's both of the event, the wonder pick event cards, so... You know what? I don't particularly care about getting a playset of either of those. I'm happy with one. We've missed enough of the others. Do we have anything else in here that I'm particularly looking for? Comfey I've already got. Okay, the Dramper will still be here by the time we're done. Also, it's in the Solgaleo packs. Okay, the Wishy Washy. I don't know how long the expired ones go for. But that's in the Lunala packs, and that's the one we're opening. So we kind of have two choices. That was the wrong button. Let's just do some solo fights. I'm going to clear out these intermediate ones, I think, the two to the left. Lowland Persian, looking for Grassy Boys. Well, this is the one that we're trying in the fights today, so I might as well get a couple of reps in so that I'm a little more aware of how it works. Okay, going first doesn't really seem like what we want. We do have Sprigatito into Meowscarada, so that's pretty good. Interesting. Okay, we also have the Florigato. I feel like what we want to do is... Yeah, I don't know enough about what the Alolan Muck would do. Okay, we have the Rowlet as well. Meowscarada does still have retreat cost. I mean, I don't actually need anything else. I might as well... Yeah, I don't need to grab any others, so I might as well survive a bit more. That makes sense. So I feel like if we get given the opportunity, we generally want to go with Dartrix as the one that's out front, or sorry, Rowlet as the one that's out front. I might as well play out the Rowlet. Leaf Cape. Let's go to the Meowscarada, which is annoying because this is going to be like one off of the amount of damage I need, but here we are. I can Dartrix this one. I'm going to hold off on the Leaf Cape for now. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely certain what we're supposed to do here. I mean, if they want to do that, that's fine by me. I'm just going to keep chipping in for 30. That's fine. Well, that gets the last one, so... Just go... Dartrix over here. Evo to Decidueye. And... Chip in to KO the Grimer? I don't know. Currently everything dies to Razor Leaf. So I feel like I'm just swapping in Decidueye and doing Razor Leaf things. Alright, well. Play out the Sprigatito. Leaf Cape. I have 2 rare candies and, well, 2 things to use them on. Which, granted, I can only use with the full Evos, because I think I've only got the Evos left. Alright. Well, that's point number 2. Time for point number 3. It might not be point number 3. Kind of depends. Rubbish. Hopefully going in for chomp damage. Cool. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not, I say? I guess put the energy over there. Win with the Razor Leaf. Yeah. Did I need to do all of those things? Could I have just used the Razor Leaf? No and yes, respectively. But I feel like it's a good idea to get in the habit of maximizing whatever it is you're doing, so that when it matters, you've already got that muscle memory. It makes sense to me. I don't know. Alolan Dugtrio. Fire? Fire. Fire, good. Okay. I probably need to update this fire deck as well, to maybe swap out the Charizard that I'm using for it. Because I feel like the rare candies make the Stoke Charizard better. Okay, we have Pokeball and we have Communication. I also don't even know if I've put... I don't think I've put in the second rare candy for this deck either. Alright, well there's the other Charizard. There's a second Moltres. Suppose I don't need to use that just yet. I'm gonna hold off a turn. Gonna see what we got going on here. Like, if I'm communicating something away, it's probably the Moltres. It just kind of makes the most sense. But do we need to? Kinda. No, not playing the Moltres. Communicating the Moltres. I can just pick which Charizard. No, we already have the Moltres. Let's grab the non-Stoke Charizard. Okay, we got the Charmeleon. It's a rough day. Let's just do that. And Inferno. No dice. Alright, well. Cool. Okay, you know, chip damage is something. X speed doesn't really help me. Yeah. I'm gonna build up for the 70 damage. I don't really have a better option. Okay, well, good news. We've got enough energy for Moltres. And we've got enough energy for Moltres. Yeah, like, we're chipping in for 90 here, which is nice. Alright, well, I guess I'm communicating away the Charmeleon. Pretty good chance we get a Charmander here. We didn't. But there was a pretty good chance. So that's cool. Having a great time. Get on 90 damage going. He dead on the crackback. Not from that. Not from that. I mean, I might as well retreat anyway, right? Yeah, I might as well retreat anyway. Put energy on this one, why not? And hit him for 70. Yeah. So yeah, this is like the downside to this deck, is sometimes you just don't get the Charmander. Okay, Drillbur. Nope, that's Charmeleon again. Like, I appreciate it, but like, yeesh. I feel like I should Sabrina here, because I don't want the Drilbur or the Diglett evolving, really. Yeah. Like, I have the backup for more damage. Yeah, that does 50. That's not great for me, but I do currently win. We're just not going to be having a great time about it. Yeah, we finally drew the Pokeball. Do I just retreat? I'm trying to get through this without losing any points. Actually, what turn is it? That's not how I find what turn it is. Battle log? No, this isn't going to tell me. Okay. Well. Stuff it. I feel like I could maybe have gotten... Okay, yeah, it's already turn 14. Should have just gone for the damage with the Charmander. Alas. I didn't know if they would have something that gave more damage that could have messed things up. Don't really need to even go to the final Evo, do I? Yeah, let's just hit it. Yeah, one thing I have thought about with this deck is the 30 damage Charmander that discards an energy might actually be better for the rare candy variant. Because you're basically never going to have enough energy to use the Stoke Charizard's final hit, like on the first go. So you might as well get the extra damage in, because the Stoke always costs 1. And you can do that the turn it comes out. And the next turn you get to attack for 150. So like, that feels like it's pretty reasonable. The other question is whether or not Moltres is even needed at that point, because the Charmander kind of does its own thing. Okay, we have the Meowscarada, and this is the electric deck. Going first is not ideal. Oh, interesting. Giratina in the Oricorio deck. I'm gonna hold off on the card draw. Do that next turn. Is it worthwhile going for the Meowscarada turn 1? What in the Dragonite Oricorio is happening? Madness. Okay. Well, there's Decidueye. We go research and see what we find. And second research and Sprigatito. Okay. I'm gonna go with Rare Candy this turn. Given that I have the backup. We don't have the Rowlet, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna hope I draw Giovanni this turn, and that they don't put anything on the Oricorio. Yeah, this would have been a lot better for us if we were going second. Like, we wouldn't have gotten extra damage in, but we would have drawn an extra card, basically, and been able to hit for 60 at the same time. Whereas this one, we just kind of have to give them 100 damage on the Meowscarada. which is not great. Okay, well there's the second Meowscarada, so that's something. Let's go draw 2 cards. Pokeball, Pokeball, well, I suppose it can be Rowlet time. That's the time that it can be now. I'm gonna do 1, just to have it on the bench. I suppose I should just do the other, shouldn't I? I don't have a reason not to. I don't have to play it out, but I at least have it. Alright. I can Lily next turn, which will be nice. I don't know if they're just getting unlucky with the electric energy, or whether they just plan on using Mist. No, they can't use Misty for Dratini. What is the game plan? Okay, Pachirisu is nice for them, I suppose. Giant Cape on the Dratini. Okay, it makes sense. Then get your... Okay, they're communicating away. I'm intrigued and bemused. Rare Candy to the Dragonite. Okay, you still need the water energy though. Here's Brew Cooking. Okay, well that's kind of nice. Let's go Rowlet. Let's go Meowscarada. I don't think I need to heal up just yet. They've not given me reason to suspect I need to do that. I can Rare Candy at any time. They're not going to be attacking with Dragonite this turn. But I also don't want to get caught out and have everything Iono shuffled. So let's just get the Evo in there. And chip in for damage. Get our first point on the board. So like, as is, we can KO the Pachirisu next turn. They have not gotten a single water energy, which is terrifying. Because as soon as they do, I'm basically taking just a bunch. Oh right, that only puts the energy on electric types. Damn, I didn't see that either. Okay. I mean, honestly, fair. It seems like either they got the worst possible luck on their energy with not even a single water energy. Which, honestly, hearts out to them. You kind of got messed up by RNG right there. That's rough for you. I get it. I get it. But I mean, I'll take the win. I will take the win. Because yeah, we could have swapped to Decidueye, deal 80 damage, healed up the Meowscarada so it doesn't get potentially KO'd by a single hit of the Draco Meteor. I think that Draco Meteor does 50 times 4. I don't quite remember. Okay, we got Rowlet to start and we're going second. Okay. Yeah, Rowlet, Floragato, Meowscarada is not great. We're going up against the other Grass-type Zergrush deck, which is fun for us. If we don't get the fast attack, we are quite possibly doomed. Like, we need a fast Evo. Okay, well, you know what? We did get Sprigatito. That's something. See, this is the time where Floragato would have been... Oh, sorry, Sprigatito would have been better out front. I'm gonna go for the Leaf Care. I doubt they're going to surprise 60 damage me next turn. Beedrill takes 2 energy to do the thing. Okay, their own Sprigatito, fair enough. And this is where I really hope I get an evolution, or specifically, no, wrong one, damn. Okay, well I might as well put the energy over here. I can chip in. Yeah, I'll chip in with Rowlet. I don't want to Leaf Cape it, I don't think. I'm gonna feel real sad if they do the Rare Candy Evo and I just die. Okay, Pokeball. They have nothing left to Pokeball. Are they running a single Meowscarada line? Interesting. Yeah, they do have the Kakuna. Well, good news, I can KO the Kakuna. I'm poisoned. That oh, right. So I need the Evo now. Or I can't retreat, which is a problem. Neither of you are the thing I was hoping for. Well, let's at least Evo and be sad about it. Yeah, I think that's just how things are gonna go. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We would have been great to have the Evo there, so I could swap and get the KO, but no, I think they're just going to get to go to Beedrill here, which is going to be a bit rough. So I have to assume they're going to find it with all of the cards that they've drawn. Always assume the opponent has it, that way you're pleasantly surprised when they don't. Yeah, okay. Not the Beedrill I expected. Interesting. It's a different kind of Zerg Rush. Okay. Yeah, one Evo at any point in there, we are chilling. But alas. Right on time. Yeah, I couldn't have even done anything with it. Let's Leaf Cape the Meowscarada. We've got Lilies for healing. Chip in for 60. It's going to be an uphill battle if it's just the Meowscaradas against the world. I mean, it's a 2-shot on them. So that's something. Okay, Rare Candy for the other Beedrill. Is this EX? This one's EX. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I didn't want. They haven't played the energy yet. I don't have enough to KO that Beedrill. That's rough. See, that's why I wanted them to have Beedrill EX for that one. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, I suppose 2 can play at that game. Let's heal. I feel like that's a good idea. I don't want them to Sabrina me into the dirt, so let's Rare Candy this Meowscarada. Once again, being sad that I can't KO this Beedrill. That would have been a great turn to draw a Giovanni, but we didn't do that. That's not a thing that we did. We do have the second Lily for more healing. That's still a 2-shot. Like, I'm cool with that. That's less good. That's less good for us. Yeah. Okay, we've drawn the second Decidueye. Do I want to heal? Yeah, I think I do want to heal. I think that's a good call. Yep, chip in. I know NG can be attached. Like, there's an argument to be made for saving it for the other Meowscarator, but I'm more playing around the Giovanni more than anything. Because, like, them bringing out the Meowscarator is honestly fine. Because that's still, like, two separate attacks. Oh, I suppose putting an extra energy when they have the Beedrill on the field is a good call. Didn't think about that one. Okay, well, you know what? There's Rowlet. So let's grab Rowlet. Get him on the field. Energy on the Rowlet. Why not? Yeah. I don't think there's a good way around this. Okay, there's the Iono. Kind of expected that a little bit. Okay, research Decidueye. You know what? That could get us rare candy. I don't think that's useful right now. That Pokeball is useless to me. Let's research. Rare candy, Decidueye, okay. So I think the correct play here is retreat to this Meowscarator and chip in. I am going to rare candy to get Decidueye going. Which annoyingly is 10 damage off of enough. But yeah. Other annoying part here is if they have a Lily, then I'm very sad, but they do not have a Lily. Okay. There's the Geo. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. We're going to lose a Meowscarator here. Oh wait, no, then I can't. Yeah, this is kind of rough. No, actually this is fine. We're going to send in Decidueye next turn. Once Meowscarator gets KO'd. I possibly should have sent in the lower health one, but... No, that's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. We got the Geo. Yep, Meowscarator's gone. We send in Decidueye to get 80 damage on there. Meowscarator can deal 130. Decidueye also lives 2 attacks. Let's put the energy on in advance. Chip in for 80. I don't remember if they've used both lilies or not. They haven't used any lilies. Okay, that is where the lilies are. Yeah. So I can still chip in for 100. Which takes it down to 80. And we hope they don't have a Giovanni. Yeah. Yeah, we chip in for 100. If they play Lily, then we can KO with Giovanni Meowscarator. They do not, which means we win. Oh, cool, Dartrix. They've conceded. Okay. Oof. That one came down to the numbers. I mean, that's how it always works, I suppose, but 24 turns, dang. Alright, well, hey, we finally got solidly into Great Ball Rank 4. Pretty happy with that. Let's see what we can do in one more fight. Alright. Grass Rush, let's go. I wasn't sure what to think about 2 full Evo lines, but the rare candies really do smooth it out, I think. Yeah. Alright. Okay, going second, which means we're only going to see the Rowlets. Okay, we did see Sprigatito. This is the ideal going second start. Honestly, fantastic. And we're going up against Water Deck. Interesting. Here we have Manaphy. And a Squirtle. So I have to assume this is like 5 energy Blastoise. Because that is kind of the one that's like really good here. Oh, they're going for the communication early. They must really need whatever basic. Yeah, they found another Squirtle. And they really wanted that Squirtle. Okay, there's Florigado. That's pretty good for us. And Meowscarada and Pokeball. Okay. Well. Just play out the second Rowlet. Smooth things out a bit. Grab another Grass type. So that should have us pretty much sorted. It's the other basic, which is not ideal, I would say, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, they have Manaphy. See, now it's the real question. Oh, double Wartortle, huh? Huh. Okay. So I'm kind of 2 minds here. Like, I feel like Meowscarada is probably the play to get the early KO on the energy ramp. I'm not going to play out the Sprigatito because I'm going to hold out for a Pokemon communication. Just swap out the Sprigatito, then Pokeball it back. Blastus. Okay, fair. Second Blastus, and Iono. Okay. Good news, the Pokeball might be useful again. Lily, Rare Candy, Giovanni, Lily. Alright. And Professor's Research. Well, I'm not planning on Giovanniing this turn, so let's go. Decidueye, Meowscarada. Look, sometimes it just kind of works out. Sometimes the things just go. Just in case they Iono again, I want to have that ready. Okay, so we can swap into Decidueye, 100 damage that one out. They're really building up. What is it? It's 80 or 140 with 5 energy. Yeah, I mean, retreat, Decidueye. And you don't have a reason to Leaf Cape or Giovanni this turn, so Hundo damage. Yep. We'll take it, we'll take it. And they've conceded. Okay. That makes sense. Nice quick third one. The streak continues, so I guess we'll keep it rolling. Yeah, I feel like that opponent also kind of got shafted by the luck of the draw. With not having or drawing. I'm assuming they drew the Manaphy turn 1, which is like the exact worst time. Well, I guess drawing at turn 3 is pretty bad, but yeah, me having the KO for it in hand when they thought they were going to get at least one turn to set up, not ideal for them. Okay. Freemst. We have Sprigatito. Undergoing first is interesting. We do have Pokeball. So I can... Ooh, okay, Zergrush. Zergrush that's weak to us, but we do have Rare Candy Decidueye. Okay, second Meowscarada, second Rare Candy. Alright, well that makes that decision a little easier. Why do one when I can do two? Yeah, no. Let's go for survivability. I have to imagine that if they're doing this Gibble, then they're playing the EX Garchomp. So this is what I'm doing here. Like, they're going to chip in for 50 and then 100 if it's the big guy. Okay, they do have the Skull Fossil. I do just KO the Gabite, and I don't know if they've realized that. Okay, if they have realized it, then they've made the conscious choice to sacrifice it. Okay, Dartrix Lily. Ooh. You're at 140. I'm actually... Oh, wait, no, I can't survive that. If I live a turn, I will Leaf Cape the Meowscarada. But I have a horrible feeling that they're going to Rare Candy the Rampardos, and I'm not really going to have a counter to that. Though I suppose Decidueye Pierce the Pain is lethal? Okay, they do have the Rare Candy, so Meowscarada is done. I didn't really have a better option. Oh, I suppose Meowscarada... I always forget it's 130, not 150, so I could have lived that. That is my bad. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Okay. Well... I don't regret my choices, I just could have made better choices. I'm going to Leaf Cape. It doesn't even get us to live it. It doesn't get us to live 2 in a row. If they don't heal, we have Pierce the Pain lethal, but they're going to heal. Yep, there's the Lily. Which means we no longer have that. Yeah, Lily by itself is not enough. Yeah, because that takes us down to 70. Healing up 60 takes us to 130. The only other option is retreating and taking the L so that I can build up. I mean, it's kind of what I've got to do, isn't it? Yeah, we retreat, we make them KO themselves. I'm not going to bother with the Lily, because if they can swap me in, I'm dead anyway. Do they see the line? Do they even have the line? Or is all they have damage with the Rampardos? I suppose playing the Lily would have been a good call, because then I could play a second Lily next turn. Gonna feel real... Okay, it was not a Lily. Okay. Well, I guess I'll Lily up here. And cry for help. Like, next turn I can Florigato, which takes them down to 90, which means they're dead to Decidueye. You know what? That Sprigatito might have been the best thing we could have drawn. Oh, and there's the second Lily. Well, now that's something. Yeah, you know what? We're playing around the Cyrus and Sabrina. So, let's chip in for 40. By which I mean 60. Now, Meowscarada is not a KO at this point, but it also doesn't need to be. Okay, they did find Pokeballs, so they're not dead in the water. Good news is that can't find a Skull Fossil. Bad news is that is quite possibly... Yeah, they did have the second Lily there. They still go for the damage. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I draw Sabrina. Okay, it was Rowlet. Like, I have no reason to not evolve here. Yeah. Chip in for 80. They no longer have healing. But they also no longer have a reason to... was it better to not evolve there? It may have been better to not evolve there. Interesting. I didn't think about that as a potential line. Alright. Well, fair enough. Yep. Okay, they did go for the swap. Does make sense. So they go for 50 here. Oh, wait. Oh, you fool. Okay, I don't have lethal, but let's just a cheeky little bit of this. I can chip it down to 20 hit points. And I think that's enough. Yeah. Yeah, Giovanni by itself not doing anything there. Yeah, I don't think there's a way they can carry me this turn. I don't entirely know what the plan there was, because they can't Cyrus and Giovanni me. Now they can't do either. But I can Decidueye the Garchomp in the back row, and that's 2 points. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yep. Retreat. Might as well put the energy back on the Meowscarada. And pierce the pain on the Garchomp. 2 points. Victory! I'll be honest, I didn't expect to make it back on that one. I kinda thought I was a goner. I'll take it. I'll happily take it. Not bad. Do I even, like, have Sabrina in this deck? I don't know if I had room for it. I think with the 2 Lilies and the Giovanni... Yeah, I saw every card. I don't have Cyrus or Sabrina. I mean, apparently it's been working out for me, so... Maybe I don't need the Cyrus or the Sabrina in this deck. Maybe the plan is just to Zerg Rush whatever's in front. And hope we get there. Maybe that's just the plan. Though I don't know whether keeping the Florigato unevolved was maybe a better call there. Okay, going first means we want the Rowlet, I guess. We do have Sprigatito into Masquerader. What are we up against? Fighting deck? Yeah, I'm going the Rowlet. This is better if we happen to draw Dartrix. And worse if we don't draw Dartrix. There's only one Dartrix in the deck, so... Okay, we've drawn second Rowlet. It does mean we can leave first Rowlet out front as death fodder and build up the Decidueye in the background. Because Decidueye does one-hit KO the Hitmonchan. They really need to find a basic, which is good for me. That's bad for me. Okay. Question is, which Riolu is that? Show me Dartrix. That's workable. Useful in its own right, but just going to use it to thin the deck a bit. Yeah, I'm going to assume that that is the buffing Riolu and power the Decidueye in the back instead. Yeah. If it's the EX Lucario, then I have evoed the wrong one. Yep, okay, it's the buffing Lucario. That makes sense. Okay, that also makes sense. 50 damage is the same as 30 damage in this instance. We have the KO on the Hitmonchan. We don't have the KO on Lucario. But we also out-damage it, so it's kind of a moot point. Okay, there's Florigato. That's great. Love that we've drawn that. Let's go to 80. That's our first point. I suppose at this point I don't need to hold off on the Sprigatito. Ooh, Dome. Interesting. Yeah, this is going to deal 60, which we can heal off with Lily. That's fine. We healed off this turn. 70. Go to the Masquerader. Let's do... Yeah, I don't... 70, 90. I think I heal off this turn. And chip in for 80. So the good news is we are able to KO the Lucario next turn. I feel like that's going to be the better call. Okay, rare candy to the Kabutops, that makes sense. Because yeah, it's going to be able to heal itself up for 70 a hit. So if I can bring that down to 50 a hit, that's a lot better. Because the moment I deal 100, it heals up 70 of that. They go up to 110, they go up to 130. Yeah, no. We gotta take out the Lucario here. Ooh, I also need to not give them any points. Okay, well, we research. Is the only trainer we got. Decidui, rare candy. Yeah, I have no reason to communication at this point. Yeah, we're going to pierce the pain on the Lucario. I will then need to swap, I believe. And hope for a Lily. I haven't used... Yeah, there's still a Lily I haven't used. So I do currently two-shot with the Florigato. Yep. And it hasn't been able to heal anything up. Okay, we got the rare candy for the Masquerader. So let's just get a second one of you guys rolling. We retreat. Masquerader. We did not draw the Lily, which is unfortunate, but let's get our 80 damage in there. It's going to heal up 50, maybe 70 of this, which is not great. But there's only so much we can really do about it. And they are communicating away, presumably the second Kabutops for a Lucario, which means we no longer really have what we need. Damn. If I can pull a Leaf Cape, then that's good. But I don't know if we've got... I mean... So we have one... Yeah, that's not gonna get us there. Giovanni we need to save for the kill. Like, the smart play is to retreat and get another hit in here. But it's going to go down to 140, then down to 130. 130 is enough. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, we have to swap in this one. It's kind of a moot point. I had wondered, like, this felt like the deck that would run Sabrina Osiris. Yeah, okay. So if we assume that they're going to feel happy and healthy on 130 and not do any bonus healing, we do have the KO with Giovanni. Because they can't KO me this turn unless they pull Cyrus or a second Sabrina. If they do pull Cyrus or second Sabrina, then they got it, but we're going to hope they don't got it. Do they got it? These are the real questions. They're really thinking, so I don't think they got it. Oh, don't play any healing. Hey, okay. So, they're up to 130. They're weak to grass, but they do have damage. This also helps. Why did I do that? That was the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay, that's still fine though. We may have just lost the game, but we'll find out in a turn. Yes, the pain is 100. Up to 120. It would have been 130 if I had not been an idiot. Good news is, if they retreat, we still have the KO with Decidui. Iono doesn't matter at this point. Pokeball, Dartrix, Giovanni, and a Leaf Cape. Leaf Cape gives me another turn with Masquerader, technically, if that ends up being relevant. Oh, they didn't see that I could attack the back row. Oh, it's a wonderful day. Oh, no one reads Decidui. Oh, I love life. Okay. Yeah. Don't care. 100 damage Kabutops. Whew. Okay. Luckily, we didn't throw the game away. That's good for us. But man, would I have felt bad if that misplay cost me the game. Man. Had it in my hand, threw it away. But hey, we're on a 5-win streak somehow. I'll take it. I'll take it. I guess I'm gonna keep it rolling. Because we haven't lost yet. Yeah, I guess. Sure. I mean, we could be 2 wins away from Ultra League. Ultra Rank, whatever it is. That'd be nice. A little terrifying, but it'd be nice. Alright. Going first, so... good, we do see the Rowlet. We have 2 Pokeball. Ah. It's the mirror match. You know what, we're just gonna throw some Pokeballs out here. And guarantee ourselves a little bit of a Sprigatito over here. Okay, Sprigatito. Go the Rowlet. And end the turn. Okay, we got the Florigato. Interested to see what they go with for their Rowlet. Wow, it is legitimately just the mirror match. Except they play the different Rowlet. Okay, they did go for the one in front. It's kind of good for me. Because if they have the turbo, then... yeah, I'm not going to leave Cape until we get a full Evo. If they have the turbo damage with the Evo, then we have the Florigato to kind of counter it. They do have the turbo. Was it for Sprigatito or Masquerada? It was for Decidueye. Okay. So either way, they're KOing the Rowlet here. Yup. I do have Masquerada Leaf Cape, which is good. Okay, we have Dartrix as well. Do I Leaf Cape now? I don't have a reason to Leaf Cape now. Let's just get our 130 in there. I suppose I could have Leaf Caped the Dartrix in case of Sabrina. Okay, they have their own Masquerada. And Lily. That doesn't keep you alive. Unless you're planning on retreating. They are planning on retreating. Oh, this would have been a great time for Decidueye to have full health. Okay. Well, I have no reason to not chip in here. Yeah, let's chip in like this. And then I guess we hope to draw... okay, they drew their own Lily. They did heal up a second time. That is what I was worried about. So I kind of need to draw my own Lily. That's not Lily. Okay. Leaf Cape keeps us alive. I can also do some research, because I don't need to deal any extra damage this turn. There's the Lily. Retreat to Decidueye. Get my own KO on their Masquerada. I don't have any damage marked, but they do. I've got they've used both of their lilies. I've got the Lily to heal up someone. I'm going to assume they want to Decidueye the back. No, they went for Razor Leaf. Okay. That's kind of good for me. I think that's good for me. Let's go with this. We want to Lily the Decidueye and retreat to the Meowscarada to get 130 in. I don't think they've really got any coming back from this, because I can KO the Decidueye in the back. Yep, cool. If they did decide to retreat and they had a Meowscarada, we could Decidueye the one in the back and just kind of be chilling. I feel like saving the cape there worked out in my favor. That's 6. Okay, it seems like the win streak points bonus caps out at 12. So that's nice. Alright, you know what? If I get... I think this match is going to be the last one for the day. Because if we can manage this win, then we've gotten through an entire rank. Which would be cool. That would be cool. And if we lose, then we lost the win streak, and that's the normal time that we skip. Oh, level 50, no emblems, 3 question marks. Is this... Am this real person? I don't know. I'm going first, which means we want the Rowlet out front. I guess. Even though we have Sprigatito and Meowscarada. I'm talking just like economy of energy here. Tapu Lele. Put into one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached. Okay. Pokeball Research. There's Rowlet. Cool. Pokeball Rare Candy. Let's hit the Pokeball. I'm just going to play them all out. Because why not? This gets interesting. All right. The unbridled power of behold my stuff. Huh. In fairness, I don't think Tapu Lele works very well against my deck, but like... Hell of a gatekeeping for Ultra Rank. You know what? I'm even going to go so far as to say that doesn't count as a final fight. Let's do another one. Or do I just want to, like, sit here, not safely, but, like, sit here and rank what? No, stuff it. We're going back in. Run it back. Let's see what the fights in Ultra Rank are like. Okay, someone that already has a Solgaleo emblem. That's a lot of boosters that they've opened. In fairness, I think I could probably get either the Solgaleo or Lunala emblem. Okay, going second. Definitely a Sprigatito start. But let's just start with the whole family. Oricorio, good start. Good start. It's Oricorio and Shinx. Oh, I don't remember how the Luxray works. I think that's like 120, but remove all energy from it. Okay, well they have 2 of them, so we're gonna find out pretty soon. Okay, we have Decidueye. Let's get some research going. Meowscarada, Giovanni. Okay. Cry for help. We're gonna really hope for a rare candy next turn, I think. I suppose there's an argument to be made there of waiting a turn to do the research. just to thin the deck a little more to try and get the rare candy. Yeah, I do not know what this deck is going to be trying to do. Okay. We got Leaf Cape. That's less good. Let's build up a Rowlet and cry for help again. 50-50 that we get an Evo here. Okay, we got Meowscarada. Good news, next turn, if we get rare candy, we can't... No, never mind, we can't, because it's an Oricorio. Okay, Pokeball is useless. Yeah, this is the problem with the Evo decks. Sometimes they just do this. We even have the Giovanni to get the Meowscarada KO. Alright. Yeah. Okay, there's Florigato at least. I can chip in for 40. Ugh. Not the start we wanted. Okay, we can still roll with this. We really want to draw the rare candy. 1 in 4 chance. That's a Lily. Okay, well, Florigato. Even worth leaf caping? No. Yeah, chip. Do I? I don't think I even have communication in here, do I? Alright, well, let's chip in for 40. 1 in 3 chance of drawing a rare candy. 50% chance of drawing something that lets us evolve a Rowlet. Okay, they did go in for damage. That makes sense. Research. Well, I suppose I'll research. I don't know if I need to heal up this turn. Let's go... If we're going to Meowscarada, go the fancy one. I'm going to play it safe and assume that Luxray cannot deal 130 damage. Yeah. Let's build up the second Rowlet for fun. And... here, the Oricorio. I don't know if it's going to be like 130 removal energy, or what does this do? Friends, active Pokemon has a tool attached, does 30 to more damage. Well, I'm glad I didn't put on the cape. But the fact that they're putting the Rotom out, I feel, is telling. Okay, they've run out of basics. That's good information. That's bad information. I wish they didn't have that information. Okay, so we've got a pretty good chance of getting a rare candy here. Good. So what I'm going to do is we're going to rare candy the Decidueye and swap on out to the Decidueye, KO the Rotom. I have to assume... oh right, I can draw some cards. You know what, I'm going to save that in case they Iono. I have to assume they're going to bring in the Oricorio, thinking that I can't KO it this turn. And kind of force me to swap in Meowscarada. Little do they know I have the KO with Giovanni. Which is the reason Giovanni's in the deck. Okay, there's the Iono. Lily, Decidueye, Meowscarada, Pokeball, Leaf Cape, Giovanni. Hey, that's the only one we needed. Chillin'. Okay, so what does that do? Discard all energy. Oh, 120 to 1 of. Ah. I see why they've done this. Okay, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Simply win the game. Okay. Okay, finally, the Giovanni has done what I put it in the deck to do. It has become relevant. That was the specific reason I put the Giovanni in the deck, and it worked out flawlessly. Nice. Oh, interesting. We don't get bonus points for the win streak now. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, well, given that the win streak kind of doesn't matter at this point, and we're pretty firmly in Ultra rank, like, it would take us 3 losses to drop out of it now. I think that's where my fights end for the day. We're still undefeated, so we're gonna run back the grass deck tomorrow. Yeah. For now, let's open this Lunala pack. It's been an entire hour and 11 minutes in this recording, so... Yep. I really gotta start recording these earlier, I think. Alright, do we get anything cool for our 8 win streak somehow? We got Fermantis, we got 2 cannons, that's 2 entire cannons. Trubbish, Growlithe, Lunala EX! That's something pretty cool. I don't remember if I already had 2 of them, but I do kind of want to build a Lunala deck. I don't know what kind of form that takes. It's probably 2 Lunala, 2 Giratina, and some other stuff, but I don't know what the, like, end goal for the deck is. It might even only be a single Giratina. Like, one Giratina EX, one of the regular Giratina as the Oricorio killer. Yeah, I feel like there's something there. Yoink all of these. Love that for me. And... oh hey, Wonder Picks. Why is this yelling at me? Oh yeah, because I did all the things. Which means I can afford all the things. To the shop. Hooray, Solgaleo cover. Love it. And 100 Train Dust, why not? It's free, basically, so... good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Do we have anything else new? I'm a little tempted to go for the Meowscarada just because it did so well for us today. So I think the one... so we have the Drampa here, but do we also have the Wishy-Washy? Is that still... okay, the Wishy-Washy has disappeared. So presumably that you can only have 3 expired ones showing up at once. Alright. But we do have the Drampa, so let's give that a shot. See what we can get. Oh. Now I don't believe there's going to be an episode tomorrow. Ah, so close. So close. I'm gonna lull me out, so that's something. Oop. Okay. But yeah, no episode tomorrow probably, or at least not one with ranked battles. Because I have other things that I do on Friday nights. Got enough time to record and upload, but not to really do anything else. So, yeah, that is going to do it for me for today. Hope you guys have all enjoyed this. If there is an episode tomorrow, then it's just going to be opening packs and probably some single-player fights. But, yeah. Look forward to another ranked battle episode on Saturday, I guess. Have a good one. Bye-bye!